Sorry, babe. Now make me a sandwich. welcome back everyone to the SAOT7 Legends Loser Bracket Finals. Here we are joined with Hearts and Edldin, rank 4 and rank 6 in the qualifiers, as we get out of a very interesting warm-up pick from Hearts. Today I'm joined by, of course, Adam, the GOAT.
Hi.
Man behind everything. And not only does he have to cast and stream the match, he also has to ref. So that is awesome.
Awesome balls.
But, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be an interesting match. I think we're kind of seeing, the dichotomy of two kinds of players. We see Hearts very high on the local leaderboard and global leaderboard. Actually, I think the only 3-digit in ZA right now, which is a product of pushing skill and really testing the possibilities of what you can do as a player. And then on the other side of the spectrum, we have Edldin, someone who's notoriously known for not playing farm and finding ranks as the main motivation to play the game, but instead preferring instead to dabble in the tournament side. And that is what we're seeing, and why we consistently see Edldin placing high in SAOT. But yeah, it's gonna be a pretty interesting match. This pool honestly was a pretty big step up in difficulty, both in terms of aim control, and I think the tapping requirement is about even. I just think that now the tapping maps are going to be a lot more mechanics based rather than full pushing the kind of tapping requirement and stamina check that we had last week, especially with the No Mod 2 that we have. This pool a lot more difficult than the previous No Mod 2s, not even just because of the tapping and stamina check, but just purely because of the flow aim requirements. And same can be said for quite a couple other maps. The No Mod 5 also pretty difficult. Yeah, I mean, this is just going to be a pretty interesting match. And the winner of this will end up, I think, playing the loser of this track. Will end up playing the loser of Hearts versus... Oh no, they'll end up playing the winner of the following game, which will end up being Starbucks and Frost Wizard, who will then play Wild, and then the winner of that game will play the winner of this game. But anyone on the lower side of the bracket losing in this position will just end with elimination. This is the lower bracket, and after this there's no second chances until you get to the grand finals. And we already have two of our top 3 players locked in White African and Isukin, and no matter who ends up winning that match, they will get a guaranteed top 3 placing. And it all just comes down to who enters the grand finals from the winners and losers bracket. But yeah, until then, we have a pretty banger map. Edldin deciding to protect the No Mod 6, very gimmick, aim focused, reading focused. Hearts protecting BT3, which is a lot more technical kind of pick. Tapping intensive, pretty standard bans and picks or protects for both of them. Hearts going for pick first order, Edldin going for first ban order, banning No Mod 5 right out the bat, not giving Hearts any room to pick those, very hectic high BPM tapping into him. Hearts banning Hidden 2, Hidden 3, getting those gimmicks out of here. Calling him a pussy. But I mean, how can you blame him? Taking gimmick into Edldin is basically a death sentence at this point in the tournament, unless you're good at Hidden or have practiced the gimmick pools an insane amount. But yeah, going into the final ban, let's see what Edldin decides to ban. Out of Puglord, Violet, and Zappa Artix, Blur. We are all locked in. Hashtag Hearts sweep per chance. I think this is going to be a close match though, Loki. This pool is... It's a step up in difficulty, but it's still not like, you know, difficult enough to warrant highest skill ceiling player kind of sweeping. Especially considering how Edldin performed last week in the previous pool. I think it's going to be a very interesting matchup. I think it'll probably go quite a distance. I don't think there'll be a sweep from either player, but Edldin banning DT2, again, another speed pick, just completely out of the picture. A lot of consistency stuff still left on, and the only gimmick left being Hard Rock 2, but I think both of these players are very comfortable when it comes to Hard Rock, so it's not going to be too big of a concern for both of them. I think they both have spent quite a lot of time playing low circle size, high AR. I immediately into the first pick, Hearts out of the gate, picking his Protect DT3, trying to secure that point immediately, make sure he sets the tempo of the match. You know, pretty standard. This is a, I believe, best of 13, so first to 7 points. But yeah, 4 hiddens, 4 hard rocks, 4 DTs. There are a lot of picks for people to go through on this poll, and I have a feeling that looking at some of our other matchups, we're going to see a lot of maps get picked, and we're going to see a lot of kind of variation in styles of play, because you would want to rely on your gimmicks when it comes to higher SR pools. But enough of that. Into DT3, 2 minutes 56 drain time, AR 10.3, 262 BPM.
Yeah.
Low start.
Hello everyone for joining us today to condense what just happened. You know, best of 13, our first Legends finals game in the losers bracket, losers final. Matchup between Hearts and Edldin. Obviously Hearts, the 3-digit player, more favored here, but Cookiesy was going over how Edldin might still have a chance to not get whitewashed. Edldin finding a first few misses, dropping his accuracy as well to the 77% realm on this DT3. Hearts opted to ban for the lesser comfortable low AR HG picks, while Edldin banned the high BPM No More 5, sorry, as well as the DT2, which leaves DT3 quite the opening for Hearts to tackle on. And yeah, we can see the finger control, the tapping just right up, well, not right up, but rather Hearts is definitely slightly more comfortable on this, still maintaining a B rank ag with a little bit more combo than Edldin to speak.
Yeah, and I mean, coming out the first half of the map, a very, very big accuracy advantage on the side of Hearts. Edldin kind of struggling to hold it together. There's a very big when you see it in the top right. Edldin with a lot of shake. I think he might be playing it up a little bit for dramatics. But yeah, into the last third of the map. 150k score on the side of Hearts, 115k score gap. I mean, yeah, this pick is very, very brutal stamina-wise and tapping control-wise. If you're not able to play it, then you're just not able to play it. There's no way around it. And Hearts just running away with it. Just that middle edge over the speed finger control is enough to just completely secure the point by a mile. And I mean, there's probably no hope to begin with for Edldin on a map like this, because of that speed check. He is currently aiming all over the place, but I honestly can't blame him. But yeah, very, very clean conversion for Hearts on his Protect, the DT3. Going into the ending now, still 86% ag. Playing decently, but you have to remember this is our rank 1 player, which just goes to show how difficult this map is if you are not extremely good at speed and figure control. Barely getting up to 200k score on this pick, and Edldin only cresting about 56k score. Yeah, clean first point for Hearts, getting that first pick on the board. Both players dropping a ceiling 7 miss for Hearts. Actually not that bad, but yeah. It's a really difficult pick, but clean conversion nonetheless.
Yeah, starting off the game strong. Well, you know, score in as many points as you can. Best of 13 versus 7. Battle of attrition. This will be, unless we see a hard sweep, of course. A lot of hard supporter here. I think there's 1 or 2 Edldin supporters. Shout out. It's banned. Yeah. Edldin will be opting for HD4 now, tackling possibly the highest, well, lowest star rating, but one of the hardest maps in the pool. Hard saying third ban HD4, please. What a jokester. But yes,
I mean,
big city life.
Can't blame him. The low AR gimmick is pretty difficult. I mean, this map isn't extremely difficult, like mechanics wise, but just the reading requirements and the aim on, you know, the big spacing and the sliders that show up in this map, pretty brutal.
Yeah, AR9, OD9, CS 3.8, only star rating of 6.31, but it has 2 very long, like 70, 100 notes of just circular flow aim, and it spells a death sentence if the players slip up even in 1 of the notes. Very large possibility of note lock, especially on V2, especially on stable. But so far, no mistakes coming in yet. Both players hitting the flow, and as we speak, Heart will be the one funding a first few... Oh, actually, a first lots of misses, but traded out by Edldin. However, Edldin missing slightly later than Heart, so the score is still in favor of Edldin by a slight margin. Accuracy is actually in the lead of Heart, as Edldin chain misses, dropping his accuracy to 87. Now Heart's in the score lead by 200 combo as well. Holding.
Yeah, this little interluding combo section, pretty free combo because not a lot of flow or reading requirements in this little bridge section, but as you get into the next, it's like Heart's actually building a huge score lead right now. 4% accuracy advantage and 160 combo advantage. I mean, into the ending now, the last third of the map, this is just going to depend on who breaks and if Edldin can continue to hold. Because if you're not able to, that score is not going to snowball at all into this ending. And I mean, the difficulty does not let up in this ending. You're going to have to be on the ball with this flow if you want to maintain the score. And immediately into it, both players trading breaks right out the gate. Edldin finding a lot of chain misses, but traded immediately by Hearts. Both players accuracy dropping considerably. Accuracy dropped a lot more on the side of Hearts. Now only 2% acc lead, and now that acc lead is basically dissolved. And if he keeps missing, the score lead is just going to go over to the side of Edldin. He continues to combo. Oh, Hearts just finding more and more chain misses. That accuracy just going up on the side of Edldin, finally dropping combo, but it's just not going to matter. Hearts was unable to hold anything throughout that space section, and that score is just going to flip over to the side of Edldin. I thought he had it in the first half of the map, but that ending spike just too difficult for Hearts to overcome. And I mean, yeah, point for Edldin now on his pick, hidden 4.
I don't know if we were witnessing the same match, but like Hearts had the score lead until the second half of the game. The second dispatch just absolutely demolished him. Edldin, he wasn't even spinning that second spinner. I don't know what he was doing. He low-key got a 50 on the spinner, and then he just activates, return the favor to his opponent and won his hidden 4 pick. That was a little bit BM, but at the same time so peak. Just knowing you can half-ass your way on HD4 and still win, just like how Haas absolutely demolished Edldin. But here we go. Hard Rock 3 pick now from Arts. By the way, Dragon Mage, would you like to riff? Or you're busy eating or whatnot? Because yeah. But yes, HR3 again. a skill set that strongly favors Hearts, I think. Map almost basically designed for him. Mouse player, CS 5.2, AR10, OD10, kind of a alternating snap aim focus. Jump by Blackpink. But hey, Edldin, his ulting ability is also up there, not to be scoffed at. But let's see, give me 5 minutes, no problem. I mean, the match has already started, so it's like smooth sailing from this point onwards. And yeah, accuracy favor for Hearts at the beginning, right out the starting gate. Accuracy picking up now. A little bit of cheese coming in from Edldin, hitting the star though. Hearts finding the first miss, traded by Edldin in the actual Ki section. Hearts still maintaining that 2% accuracy and score advantage. And yo.
But now both players trading on that space control section. Both of them getting into the groove now. Hearts finding another combo reset. A little bit of combo advantage now on the side of Edldin. Accuracy was even for just a second, but Edldin dropped a couple chain 100s. Now about 1.5% accuracy favor on the side of Hearts, but still a little bit of combo on the side of Edldin. The score is just not moving at all. Both players are still holding a 1k score gap in between as we get through the halfway point. And now this is like a, you know, kind of calm section for both players to build that combo. And this aim is really scary. One miss aim and the score will just fly over to the side of your opponent. Hearts slowly building up that accuracy now, about a 2% gap, 3% gap now. And now Hearts breaking on the back and forths. And Edldin immediately trading it out. The score gap is basically 0 right now. But Edldin continuing to chain this accuracy from Hearts. If he continues to combo, is just going to bring that score over to his side. Hearts finding another break. Edldin still holding. Accuracy going down. Edldin is still holding combo and he traded. And now Hearts with a little bit of combo still on his side. Edldin needs to continue to hold and bring his accuracy up just a little bit. Hearts trading it out again. The score is not moving at all. It's just that accuracy that's holding him back in, and he misses again. Edldin now 100 combo advantage. If he continues to hold into this ending, it might go over. Oh, this is Hearts missing again. What's that? Oh my god. Okay, 640 score gap. What?
What even? Hearts finding 3 misses, 3 random combo breaks right towards the end. And Edldin and Edldin almost snatched it away with an ending combo as well. That was just spectacular. 640 score separating the two players. For once, Hearts actually winning off, well, not for once, but accuracy playing such a monumental role on this HR3 here. Especially how Hearts just chain missed the beginning section, sorry, the middle section of the map. I really thought it was a mispick for a second. Edldin looking so comfortable at the ending sections, and Hearts, oh my god, winning by 640 score. Accuracy does matter, ladies and gentlemen, in Score B2 Osu. But now, Nomad 6 will be chosen from Edldin here. Yikes.
Taking into his protect that low AR, reading focused and aim centric kind of map. This is honestly a map that I would do. Every time you miss on this map, remember your one closer to being eliminated.
Bro, this guy's too funny.
Edldin using guerrilla war tactics, trying to get into Hearts' head in this map.
Bro, where's the eccentrics yapcast like meter, bro? Like. But yeah, sorry, I was interrupting you. What were you saying about the low AR?
Just a quick sidebar. Do not Google what EFN means. But yeah, I mean the low AR, this kind of map, Hearts could honestly have practiced enough to get comfortable on. We saw him do that with the previous Nomad 6 against Kindboy. But yeah, immediately into the map. Both players looking fairly comfortable. Couple hundreds dropped on the side of Edldin. Oh, it's actually assessing the intro. Wow, 100 now. Edldin finding a couple misses really early on. Not going to be the end of the world, but continuing to miss. And I mean, 10% accuracy advantage on the side of Hots. Edldin is just not having fun in this intro. I mean, yeah, looking at Hots' gameplay, I think we can deduce what he has decided to do with this pick. Practicing using guerrilla warfare and submitting fake scores to confuse his opponents, but playing very, very well so far. Relatively big combo advantage now on the side of Hots. 11% ACK advantage. Edldin barely on 30k score right now. I mean, and now we go into the first KI, both players holding a decent bit of combo. And now, oh, Hots missing right at the beginning of that pattern. Edldin immediately trading it out. And still massive accuracy and score gap now, and I think it's only going to go up as time goes on. Edldin is not getting his accuracy any better, and he's not holding combo either. Hearts now up 80 combo on Edldin. Edldin just finding more misses on these repeating patterns, and out of that first KI, 100k score advantage on the side of Hearts. Edldin is just not holding the combo together. And I mean, his accuracy is just going down. 95% ACK, 200 combo on the side of Hearts is a little bit crazy, but I mean,
yeah, I think Hearts definitely practiced here. We know what he was doing last night. Edldin might have talked a little bit too big for unable to fill the hole that he dug. Hearts now approaching 400 combo on the last Kia section. Edldin still C-rank ACK, unable to match Hearts' performance, unable to even climb out of the hole he dug, not reaching 100k score at all. Meanwhile, Hearts basically tripling Edldin's score. And yeah, it's the first breakpoint we will see in this best of 13 game. And unfortunate that it has to be on Edldin's Protect as well. I mean, we saw this happening in last game against White African. I don't know whether Edldin just didn't check Hearts' logs, MP links, or you know, underestimated this map rather. One of the most mechanical maps, in fact, despite its star rating. And Dragon Mage, I've added you. Yeah, 3 points now for the number 1 Day player.
And 3-1 up into his own pick. Hearts could take this the distance and put Edldin at a 3-point disadvantage coming out the gates, which would be, you know, a pretty sizable order for someone to climb out of, but don't be fooled, there are still quite a lot of opportunities for Edldin to make up, you know, potential picks back, maybe on some of the gimmick picks or the free mods, but also just on some of the consistency stuff like mod 3, which he is, you know, known to be pretty decent at. And Hearts picking into DT4 now. Yeah, just using that DT pool as much as he can. He knows he has that advantage on Edldin on it. And yeah.
Another skill check coming in. The highest BPM, well, it says 100, right, after DT modification. But in actuality, because it's mapped on a weird time signature, it's actually like 300 BPM, but 150 BPM outs. It's a very high BPM at AR 10.3. Bit flowy, bit snappy, all around. But hey, let's see how this one goes. I don't think Edldin is completely out of the question here for this map, but Hearts definitely the better aimer overall. But this one's not just raw aim. This one has a lot of control, and I'm afraid he's playing on mouse. The mouse drift might get the better of him as well. We'll see Edldin, finding the first slider break. Accuracy, Edldin almost overspeeding that slider, but accuracy around the same for both players for a moment. But now, Hearts dropping his ACK and combo all of a sudden. still in the beginning section.
Giving a little bit of that advantage over to the side of Edldin now, coming out of the gates with that combo. Not too far behind, accuracy still on the side of Hans, giving him a little bit of a cushion. Ooh, finding another miss though. That's going to let that score start climbing over on the side of Edldin. Edldin immediately trading it out though. Now that accuracy gap on the side of Hans is just going to work in his favor. 3% now. Hans finding another break, but I mean, as this goes on, both players still holding combo a little bit through this section. Pretty sizable combo advantage on the side of Edldin as we get through here, but if he doesn't make up that accuracy, we might just have a repeat of what happened on that hard rock pick, where the accuracy is just not enough to carry you to that score advantage, even though you have the combo advantage by about 50 or 60 now in the case of Edldin. But Arts still holding strong with that score lead despite the combo advantage, and Edldin finding a big break, and this is just going to be huge because that is the halfway points of the map that's going to cap out his maximum score as Hans' score continues to climb and run away. Edldin finding more breaks, more accuracy drops. Hans still holding now 400 combo and strong into the last third of the map. 95% accuracy. This is Edldin just needs to continue holding into the ending if he wants to have a chance. And he finds another miss. 500 combo on the sides of Hearts, finally dropping that combo, but 87k score is a lot to make up, especially at a 3% accuracy disadvantage going into the last quarter of the map now. Oh, we'll see what he can do. Edldin finding more and more combo resets. Hearts 100 combo advantage and 3% accuracy advantage. I mean, this is looking really scary for Edldin now. Oh, both players almost hitting the wiggle, missing on the last notes of it. Going into the ending, there's not a lot of time for Edldin to make it up, and he just can't hold on to combo. That accuracy is just not moving on the side of Hearts. Finally dropping a little bit, but both players just not able to hold much through this ending. Edldin finding more and more breaks. Hearts dropping combo here and there, but still continuing to hold strong. Not enough time, not enough map, not enough accuracy for Edldin to make any comeback here. 130k score gap. Big point coming out from Hearts. 4-1 now up on Edldin in this match. 2 miss A rank. 94.5. That is actually a really insane score for a pick like this.
Oh, 378,000. 513 combo to Edldin's 314 he held up until the halfway point. And after the halfway point, the div spike hits, and especially the ending, are no realm of reclaiming. So yeah, Hearts looking pretty good. 4 points to 1 point Edldin. Be a little bit nervous now if I'm in Edldin's shoes, but hey, there's still, let's say, HD 1, and they are still no mod 3. And I think no mod 4 is also still in Edldin's favor, but he will opt for HR2 instead. I think once again this might be a mispick. I don't want to pick Hard Rock 2 into Hearts ever. The mouse player just has the more control over a average tablet player. However, this map is not the hardest. It's only CS 5.6 plus HR, so it places the song at CS, I think 7.67. So yeah. And the structure of the map, there's only, I think, 6 cut stream sections. So it's only CS 7.27 actually, rounding up to 7.3. I think it'll be different CS rounds up to that. Edldin finding a 50 on the first start and Hearts finding 100. Both players hitting slightly on time on the first object. But here we go onto the map. 194 semi-tech, more so tapping. Edldin finding a first miss, and yeah, Hearts doing so well right now. 96% ag FC. And the map doesn't get any harder than this. The spacing is quite close next to each other, because this is only a 7.1 star pool. Ooh, wait, Hearts actually finding a cider break though. Over aiming a little bit. Edldin hitting the snaps, however dropping a line of 100s. Scores lead still in favor of Hearts. diminishing though towards Edldin's favor at the halfway point now. Edldin 170 combo more entering the Ki section. And yeah, Edldin overshakes on that kick slider, giving Hearts the score lead once again. But both players trading out combo. Hold up, 20k score difference. Accuracy on Hearts' side once again. Edldin not out of the equation, but finding that miss will be crucial. Will be deadly. And yeah, I think this is just a Hearts pick. Another breakpoint. 5-1, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, just not enough time for Edldin to make a good enough comeback. 6% ag deficit and a huge combo deficit, breaking again into this ending. It's unfortunate, but you have to remember that it's on a map like this, CS7, it's a lot more difficult to be consistent on tablet with that little bit of shake that you do have, and it's kind of unavoidable. And with these small CS, just finding random misses here and there is just enough to completely throw you off. Odds managing to get 400k, 92.5% AC, a huge blowout from Hans on the Hard Rock 2, but having that stability on mouse is just the name of the game. Enough of a difference maker alongside his aim consistency. And another breakpoint for Hans, up 5-1 now against Edldin. One more map and he will be at match point, and no less is it into his pick for the next point.
Oh, I feel like Edldin's playing with fire here for the past. Okay, no more 6, honestly. Could be a surprise, but Hard Rock 2 might be the... Yeah, but I guess eventually Hearts will be picking Hard Rock 2 as well. You're just kind of picking for your opponent, which sucks. But looking back at Edldin's previous picks, the last pick he won on was on HT4, and we really break down what HT4 was all about. It's on that low AR, it's on that flow aim. And if we look at a map that has similar qualities, it might just be either, you know, HD1 or No Mod 4. So really, Edldin needs to come in with those picks. No Mod 1, obviously, always a gamble, but you don't want to play into a mouse player. And 7.1 star No Mod, by unknown means, is easy. If you FC it, you know, it's like 360, 400 PP. So, yeah. And of course, Free Mod 2, also our anti-mod. If you want to go CS 6.5 there, you can. FM1 is more tapping and reading. Hearts will definitely go HDHR. If not, will definitely go Hard Rock. Edldin might go HD though, but yeah, I still see a storyline, a narrative where Edldin can come crawling back. But let's see. Let's see. Foundations of Decay, T1, picked by Hearts. Yeah, very raw aim intensive. AR 9.7, CS4. Star rating of 7.2, I think. See the star rating here, but with DT, it's not the easiest map. My Chemical Romance mention. Hello, Artix. When will you become like when will you sign the contract between when will you sign the contract with SAOT Industries and start streaming Division 1 and 2 matches? You know, think about it. Yeah, enough yapping.
To recruit more people. At the gates on the DT1, a little bit of accuracy advantage on the side of Edldin, but not going to be the end of the world. It is just slow combo at the beginning of this map. A little bit of filler as now we get into a little bit more aim control-y stuff. And now, putting the first KI with a lot more of these smaller but wide angle snaps. Edldin finding an early break, giving over that combo advantage to Hearts. Hearts trading it out immediately though. Big accuracy, 3% advantage on the side of Edldin. But players continuing to combo Edldin, finding another break and another break, traded out immediately by Hearts though. And now, out of that first Ki, That accuracy advantage on the side of Edldin is giving him that little bit of edge over score. Barely any combo advantage on his side either, but both players relatively equal coming out the first third of the map. Yeah, this is just going to be another consistency battle in these GIs, and whether or not Hearts can make up that accuracy that he's currently missing. And now, into the second gift spike again. Edldin finding an early break, giving a big combo advantage now on the side of Hearts. And his accuracy starting to slip a bit. Hearts trading immediately, but also Edldin finding another break. Accuracy is dropping on the side of Edldin, but Edldin able to hold a little bit more combo. Hearts just not able to hold that accuracy, but still holding that combo. Edldin was not able to hold it, and now a 70 combo advantage at the halfway point on the map. This is basically neck and neck.
Bro!
And, random miss from Edldin. And that's going to punish him heavily. Any amounts of combo going into the ending is going to be devastating if you cannot hold on to it. And Hearts now with a 100 combo advantage and 1% accuracy now. 2% on his side, with Edldin dropping accuracy on those bursts. Going into the last start of the map. This is going to be a first break lose. Hearts finding the first break. Edldin still holding this combo.
What?
Accuracy basically the exact same. Edldin continuing to hold.
No.
The score gap is just going to fall. Oh, and Edldin finally trading it out. Hearts is still trying to find more misses. Neither player holding on to decent enough combo. Accuracy is about the same for both players. Edldin finding big chain misses on the burns and missing a lot on those notes. And that accuracy drop is just going to ruin the score lead that he had. And now just running away with it is Hearts. 3% accuracy advantage, holding a little bit more combo into the ending. Edldin not able to hold much. 60-70 combo. Hearts missing finally, but it's far too gone. Not enough time, not enough accuracy. Again, another one of these picks where accuracy and combo on the side of Hearts is just too much to overcome. And Edldin had the advantage for probably a greater portion of the first half of that map. And it's just too much into the ending, too hard of a div spike for him to keep up with. Now Hearts will find himself at match point 6-1 into Edldin's pick. Edldin spinning a very peculiar manner, but yeah.
Okay, at least they hit the kick slider at the end, but you're right. Edldin had the score possession for the majority of the map, however, it swiftly turned over the moment Edldin missed. And Edldin finding some chain misses at the burst section, 225 burst, as well as stream, giving Hearts a lot of... I mean, he was already winning at that point, but it just gave him so much more cushion, so much more points to work with. And DT1, obviously, an aimer's pick, albeit awkward aim. The more skilled, higher caliber player will win 9 out of 10 times, and this is just probably a result we were expecting. And hey, the 1 out of 10 time are moments that will be remembered. And Edldin, let's see if this is his last map of the tournament. Is this where his story ends on SAOT7, or he'll be remembered as the one that defeated, once again, almost... You know what? This is crazy. You know, a gush of memory just flashed back to me. Okay. SAOT6... Oh, sorry, I knocked my microphone stand. SAOT6. Hearts versus Edldin. This matchup, by the way, is not the first time we have seen. Hearts did play against Edldin in the, I believe, quarterfinals of SAOT6, and that match went on to tiebreaker. So I'm just saying,
Yeah.
one and a half year later, we see the same matchup, obviously this time in finals, so Hearts is much more in his elements. But hey, I don't want to discredit it. You know, Edldin, let's see if he will be remembered, be the one that takes down Hearts out of the tournament. If not, then hey, becomes the smoke in the clouds.
And I think it's also, you know, a mindset change for Hearts, because I'm pretty sure when Hearts lost to Issa, and got sent to the lower bracket in SAOT6. That was when he kind of realized that practicing is kind of necessary. But enough of that, into the first KI section, both players still holding combo. Hearts dropping early, 4% accuracy advantage on the side of Edldin, showing how good he is on this kind of tech aim control. Oh, that was actually a Banjo miss. Both players still actually holding combo. About Edldin, another break from Edldin. We'll see if it's a Banjo miss or not. But Hearts still holding combo, a 4% accuracy deficit. I think that was a real break from the side of Edldin. Another break coming out from Edldin. I mean, Hearts comfort on holding that combo. That might have been a real miss on the side of Hearts, but that accuracy advantage on the side of Edldin is just keeping him neck and neck with Hearts no matter how hard he holds. And Edldin now building up a huge combo, 180 combo, 150 combo advantage over Hearts. That's a slight score advantage, but if he can't bring up that accuracy, Edldin is going to run away with it on this kind of free combo section here, and there it is, that score switch. Almost immediately, Edldin missing on absolute air. Hello? And now 100 combo advantage on the side of Hearts. If he can continue to hold and press this advantage, Hearts finding a miss right just before the KI section starts. Both players trading it out immediately though. That accuracy advantage on the side of Edldin is still too much for Hearts to bear. But I mean, that score gap is actually moving over a little bit to Hearts. I think Edldin dropping a little bit of score from his accuracy. Still about a 3% accuracy advantage on the side of Edldin, but if he can continue to hold on to it, that score will start to move over to his side. Both players finding a lot of combo reset here. This is just whoever can hold longer. That score lead is just not moving over at all. Barely 1,000 on the side of Edldin now. Both players starting to hold a little bit of combo. Edldin with a 60 combo advantage. The score lead is starting to grow more and more now.
God.
Holding that combo. Going into the ending now, both players still holding combo. Accuracy advantage on the side of Edldin. Edldin finding a break. That score is just going to fly over to Hearts' side if he can continue to hold. If he continues to hold into this ending, the score is barely. Hearts finding another break, and Edldin with a big combo advantage now will continue to hold on to that score lead into the ending of the map, and there's just not enough time. Oh my god, Edldin getting onto the board with his second point. I mean, what the hell am I watching? I see Adam is at a complete loss for words, as am I. I mean, Jesus. The ending was hectic.
Sorry, I a little bit zoned out. Edldin, obviously, finally winning the accuracy game, but the ending, the moment Edldin missed and Hearts was sitting on like 280 combo, world shattered. This is the end. I was thinking of an outro, you know, describing, you know, Hearts, well played to him. He's gonna verse against the winner between Wild and whoever wins the next game in the next hour. And I'm just thinking to myself, how have we gotten here? As Edldin will not fade away just like a smoke in the winds. He will actually still stand for one more map at least. And yeah, Nomad 4 proven to be a very good pick for him. And that troll miss right before the free combo section. Wow. I was really just seeing the dwindling stars, the fated ashes.
I mean, he kind of did what Hearts has been doing for a couple of other picks, letting that accuracy gap kind of act as a cushion for him to recover. It doesn't really matter how much combo he drops, as long as he builds a little bit of combo with that AC advantage. Kind of hard to overcome that gap in score. And now Hearts opting to pick into the free mod 2, the anti-mod pick. Very interesting choice. I think he has a lot of room to potentially win this pick because of that high CS. And I'm sure Edldin might pick Hidden, but if he doesn't, then he opts to go for Hard Rock. Hidden Hard Rock.
Edldin goes Hidden Hard Rock, yeah.
Let's see.
It just, I know for a fact that when there is a chance for Edldin to pick Hidden Hard Rock, he will pick Hidden Hard Rock. And I think Hearts knows this as well, but he's more so banking on the fact that this is CS 6.5. And yeah, Hidden Hard Rock from Edldin. Hearts only hard rock, not egoing for the hidden hard rock. But hey, it's CS615. We saw the results of Hard Rock 2 earlier on that Camellia tech. But the star rating of this map is only at 5.83 plus HR, so maybe like 6.4. One of the lower ones, even as a modded pick. We'll see how Edldin can play on this. Dropping a little bit of ag at the beginning. Hard still holding on a high 97, approaching 98. 113 BPM. Plays like a fast, you know, kind of alternating map. Able to double tap, but there are some triples sprinkled in here and there. Ooh, both players almost slider breaking on that long slider. Jump to the long slider. Bit of flow as well. Linear on small CS is very difficult. And Hearts will be the first one falling victim to these sliders. Edldin swiftly converting the score now. Still 3% accuracy behind, but the over mod will prove to be useful in scenarios like these. And yeah, I know Edldin breaking right after the spinner, returning Hearts' advantage, but traded out by a miss. Hello? This is actually close? Question mark?
I mean, it could be if Edldin continues to build up this combo. That accuracy is not the greatest, but not something you cannot overcome. Because, I mean, we still have over half in the map left. 30 minutes is no short map, especially with this high CS. Anything can happen. Accuracy can improve or get worse, but score advantage starting to climb up now on the side of Edldin because of that combo advantage, around 70 combo advantage. But are still holding that accuracy advantage by a bit over 2%. And Edldin finding a big break on that long slider, and Hearts immediately trading it out, though. That score is still going up on the side of Edldin because of that little bit of extra combo. If Hearts can continue to hold on combo, it'll come over to his side because of that accuracy. But Hearts finding another break right at the right just before that break section into the spinner. He's gonna see Edldin with that combo. He might be feeling a little bit nervous seeing that score on the side of Edldin at the end of the spinner now. Going into a little bit of a free combo section, which is really, really bad for Hearts. The score is going to start going up on the side of Edldin as both players continue to hold. Edldin's accuracy still not getting much better. Might be going a bit down, but both players holding into the ending. I can imagine the nerves are probably extremely high. Both players hitting the burst. Continuing to combo. Edldin finding a break. And I mean now, Hearts with a big combo advantage into the ending. That score is just going to go over to his side. A big accuracy advantage. Oh, and he trades it out immediately. Edldin still with a bit of recovery combo, going to bring that score back over to his side. This is going to be and Edldin trading it out again. And there might just be enough map there. And Hearts making the score where the last possible second, the last second 5k score brought over because a one miss right at the ending on the side of Edldin. I mean, how many close maps were there in this match? I don't accept that Hearts has won against me, even if he will win against me, because he never faced me at my best, when he always faced him at his best. Those who know.
That's not competition. I do not accept that I have lost to him. Only fools will see it that way. Close. GG, well played. Like, thank you, Hearts, but like, bro, to me, this is like GG well grieved. I have no idea how many times I've sat here in my chair shaking, like waiting for these advantages to turn over, and we just, the last 30 seconds, I think I just lost like 5 years of my life. It's like heartbreaking. And then it's not even a trade, it's a very late miss, like sequentially, right? Hearts miss, and then Edldin miss, and then Hearts miss, and then Edldin miss.
Like 100 combo, they each get 100 combo, they miss, get 100 combo, they miss, and it's like alternating. It's like offset by 60 combos, so if anyone holds combo, the score goes over to their side, but then they miss, then it goes over to the other person. I mean, what the hell?
My heart, can you believe it? But yeah, GG well played to Hearts, really captivating the crowd here, and spectacular performance, 7-2 performance in the losers bracket. The SR definitely playing a huge factor here. We will not see what happened in SAOT6. We will not see Tiebreaker, and unfortunately, Edldin. Well, he says he's not playing his best game, and I think he knows it as well. But hey, this is cut and dry. We celebrate Hearts proceeding to the next finals game this week. And unfortunately, this is where we say goodbye to Edldin. Overall, huge, huge runs. Huge performances. But hey, I wish... Edldin's my homeboy. Obviously, me and him go way back. Obviously, Hearts. What a game. This DT4, the Hard Rock 2, the Hard Rock 3, it just... yeah. Man, it's bittersweet for me, man. Like, such a close game, such a good game.
And, the score would not lead you to believe how close it was until you actually watch those picks. At any point on at least 3 of those maps, Hearts could have just missed right into the ending, and Edldin just held like 10-15 more combo, and he would have won at least 3 more picks, which would have put us at like basically even footing at that point, but just was not meant to be.
Yeah, sometimes the ifs and whats, the in theories, and unfortunately, if you don't bring it into practical, no one will remember. And here, I almost forgot that we have another game to stream, so I'm gonna shut up and quickly change scenes. See you guys just now for Frost versus